Herzegovina is the southern region of Bosnia and Herzegovina. While there is no official border distinguishing it from the Bosnian region, it is generally accepted that the borders of the region are Croatia to the southwest, Montenegro to the east, Mount Maglić to the northeast, and Mount Ivan to the north. Measurements of the area range from 11,419 square kilometers, or around 22% of the total area of the present-day country, to 12,276 square kilometers, around 24% of the country. The name Herzegovina means Duke's Land, referring to the medieval duchy of Stjepan Vukčić Kosača, who took the title Herceg of Saint Sava. Herceg is derived from the German title Herzog. Geography. The terrain of Herzegovina is mostly hilly, cast with high mountains in the north such as Sjever and Prenj, except for the central valley of the river Neretva River. The largest city is Mostar, in the center of the region. Other larger towns include Trebinj, Starlac, Siroki Brijeg, Posač, Ljubuški, Gruda, Contribs, and Capeljunia. Borders between Bosnia and Herzegovina are unclear and often disputed. The upper flow of the Neretva River lies in the northern parts of Herzegovina, a heavily forested area with fast-flowing rivers and high mountains. Towns like Contribs and Jablanica lie in this area, considered by many the most beautiful part of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The Neretva rises on Labčnik mountain, close to the border to Montenegro, and as the river flows towards west, it enters Herzegovina. The entire upper catchment of Neretva constitutes a precious ecoregion with many endemic and endangered species. Fast-flowing Emerald River carves its way through the precipitous karst terrain, providing excellent opportunities for rafting and kayaking, while the spectacular scenery of the surrounding mountains and forests is a challenging hiking terrain. The Neretva's tributaries in the upper flow are mostly short, due to the mountainous terrain. The Rakitnica River has cut a deep canyon, its waters being one of the least explored areas in this part of Europe. The Rakitnica River flows into Neretva upstream from Contribs. The Neretva then flows towards northwest, through the town of Contribs. The river enters the Jablanica Reservoir, one of the largest in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The lake ends near the town of Jablanica, known for the Battle of Neretva, marking a crucial victory of Yugoslav partisans over the German army and its Quisling allies during World War II. From here on, the Neretva turns southward, continuing its course towards the Adriatic Sea, with mountains lining its shores gradually receding. The Neretva enters a valley where the city of Mostar lies. It flows under the well-known Old Bridge and continues now more widely flowing towards the town of Capeljunia and the Neretva Delta in Croatia before emptying into the Adriatic Sea. Cities. Mostar is the best known and the unofficial capital. It is also the only city with over 100,000 citizens. There are no other large cities in Herzegovina, though some have illustrious histories. Starlac, for example, is perhaps the oldest city in Herzegovina. There have been settlements dating from the Paleolithic period. An Illyrian tribe lived in the city of Zoupan. There were several Roman settlements alongside the Bregava River, and medieval inhabitants left large and beautiful stone grave monuments called Stjepan and Radomlje. Trebinj, on the Trebizonja River, is the southernmost city in Bosnia and Herzegovina, near the border with Montenegro. Capeljunia and Ljubuški are known for the history and the rivers. The village of Maglić has religious importance for many Croats and Catholics. Administration. In the modern Bosnian-Herzegovinian state, Herzegovina is divided between two entities, Republika Srpska and the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Republika Srpska is part of Herzegovina, commonly referred to as East Herzegovina. Herzegovina, or as of late, Trebinje region, is administratively divided into municipalities of Trebinje, Velika, Gacko, Nevesinje, Lubinje, Brkovići, Istisni, Mostar and Foča. Within the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Herzegovina is administratively divided between the cantons of Herzegovina and Neretva, West Herzegovina, and includes the Tomislavgrad municipality, which is part of the canton 10. Population. While the population of Herzegovina throughout history has been ethnically mixed, the Bosnian War in the 1990s resulted in mass ethnic cleansing and large-scale displacement of people. The last pre-war census in 1991 recorded a population of 437,095 inhabitants. Croats generally populate the areas closest to the Croatian border, focused on Mostar, Ljubuški, Siroki Brijeg, Sitluk, Gruda, Posuš, Kapelđina, Neum, Starlag, Ravna, Prizor Rama and Tomislavgrad. Bosniaks mainly live in the areas along the Neretva River, Konjic and Jablanica, as well as the eastern part of Mostar, and to significant extent Starlag, Ljubuški, Kapelđina, and lesser extent in Nevesinje, Gacko, Trebinje. Serbs are the majority in eastern Herzegovina, including the municipalities of Brkovići, Velika, Gacko, Istisni, Mostar, Lubinje, Nevesinje, Foča and Trebinje. History. Early history. Slavs settled in the Balkans in the 6th and 7th centuries. What later became known as Herzegovina was divided into two Serbian regions in the early and high Middle Ages, Sahumlja and Travunia, which were roughly divided by the Neretva River. The entire region was later ruled by the Nemanjić dynasty until the late 13th century, when the western portion became part of the Hungarian Kingdom of Croatia. Bosnian band Stjepan Vukčić Kosača and King TVRTKO the First Kotromanic joined these regions to the Bosnian state in the 14th century. Kosača family following the weakening of the Bosnian crown after the death of King TVRTKO I. Magnate Sandal Dranic and his nephew Stjepan Vukčić of the Bosnian Kosača family ruled the Hum region independently, only nominally recognizing Bosnian overlordship. In a document sent to Frederick III on January 20, 1448, Stjepan Vukčić was titled Herceg of Saint Sava, Lord of Hum and Primorje, Great Duke of the Bosnian Kingdom. His lands became known as Herzogs Lands Herzegovina. Ottoman period. In 1482, the lands of Stjepan Vukčić's successors were occupied by Ottoman forces. The Ottomans were the first to begin officially using the name Herzegovina for the region. The Bosnian Beyli Isa Begišaković mentioned the name in a letter from 1454. In the Ottoman Empire, Herzegovina was organized as a sanjak, the Sanjak of Herzegovina, within the Bosnia-Islet. During the Long War, Serbs rose up in Herzegovina, but they were quickly suppressed after the defeat at the field of Gacko. The Candian War of 1645 to 1669 caused great damage to the region as the Republic of Venice and the Ottoman Empire fought for control over Dalmatia and coastal Herzegovina. As a result of the Treaty of Karlowitz of 1699, the Ottomans gained access to the Adriatic Sea through the Neum-Clay coastal area. The Republic of Dubrovnik succeeded this to distance themselves from the Venetian Republic's influence. The Ottomans benefited from this in gaining the region's salt. As a result of the Bosnian uprising, the Vilayet was split to form the separate Herzegovina Islet, ruled by semi-independent Vizier Ali Pasir Rizvan Begović. After his death, the islets of Bosnia and Herzegovina were merged. The new joint entity was after 1853 commonly referred to as Bosnia and Herzegovina. Serbs in the region revolted against the Ottomans and were aided by the Montenegrins, who sought the liberation of the Serb people from Ottoman rule. The Herzegovinian Serbs frequently rose up against the Ottoman rule, culminating in the Herzegovina uprising, which was supported by the Principality of Serbia and Montenegro. Montenegro did succeed in liberating and annexing large parts of Herzegovina before the Berlin Congress of 1878, including the Nikšić area. The historical Herzegovina region annexed to Montenegro is known as East or Old Herzegovina. Modern history. As a result of the Treaty of Berlin, Herzegovina, along with Bosnia, was occupied by Austria-Hungary, only nominally remaining under Ottoman rule. The historical Herzegovina region in the Principality of Montenegro was known as East or Old Herzegovina. The Serb population of Herzegovina and Bosnia hoped for annexation to Serbia and Montenegro. The Franciscan order opened the first university in Herzegovina in 1895 in Mostar. In 1908, Austria-Hungary annexed the province, leading to the Bosnian crisis, an international dispute which barely failed to precipitate a world war immediately, and was an important step in the build-up of international tensions during the years leading up to the First World War. The assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand came as a direct result of the resentment of the Serbs of Bosnia and Herzegovina against Austro-Hungarian rule. During World War I, Herzegovina was a scene of inter-ethnic conflict. During the war, the Austro-Hungarian government formed Sukari, Muslim and Croat militia units. Sukari units were especially active in Herzegovina. In 1918, Herzegovina became a part of the newly formed Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes. In 1941, Herzegovina fell once again under the rule of the fascist independent state of Croatia. During World War II, Herzegovina was a battleground between fascist Croat Ustase, royalist Serb Setniks, and the communist Yugoslav partisans. Herzegovina was a part of the independent state of Croatia, administratively divided into the counties of Hum and Dubrava. Then in 1945, Bosnia and Herzegovina became one of the republics of Second Yugoslavia. It remained so until the breakup of Yugoslavia in the early 1990s. During the Bosnian War, large parts of western and central Herzegovina came under control of the Croat Republic of Herceg Bosnia, while eastern Herzegovina became a part of Republika Srpska. Culture, monuments, steki, stari most, tekija, religion, Serbian Orthodox Eparchy of Zahumlja and Herzegovina, Roman Catholic Diocese of Mostar Duvna, musics of Dalinka, Ganga, tourism. In Herzegovina there are many beautiful and well-known natural landmarks, such as the Falls of Kravoka. These consist of several waterfalls near the city of Ljubuški and a popular spot for the local people to take a bath in the hot Herzegovinian weather, or just to enjoy the view. The Hutovo Blato is a bird reserve, one of the most important in Europe and a gathering place for many international ornithologists. Vjetrenica Cave is a cave system near the border with Croatia, in the Ravna municipality. The cave has not been explored totally yet, but it is open to visitors. More and more species are being discovered there, and it is a unique ecosystem with cave animals and other interesting things. Blagoje is also known as the origin of the Buna River inside a cave system. Neum at the Adriatic Sea, Bosnia and Herzegovina's only coastal town, is also a popular tourist attraction. Medjugorje has one of the most visited sites in Bosnia and Herzegovina, receiving more than 1 million visitors each year. Image gallery.